I made this journal for a friend of mine who has been kind of a inspiration to me in the area of prayer. She is a Christian and I am not, but a lot of her ideas have helped me understand that you don't have to be a Christian to say a prayer, to put a good wish out into the world and express your gratitude and appreciation. So this friend of mine used to have a wall, it was actually the back door of her closet, where she would put prayers and sometimes little pieces of scripture on Post-it notes until the whole door was covered with these notes. And I thought it was such a beautiful thing. She put a prayer up for me and someone I loved there once, and I found it very touching. So she recently moved and she had to take down her wall, and I was asking her if she found a new place, and she said no. So I made this as a prayer journal, a place where maybe she could put some of those things she'd taken down, or some things that she creates in the future. And this style of journal, it's called a flip-flop journal, and it is made with envelopes. There are probably maybe 6 envelopes in this one. So you can see here how it says pray. And I tried to work these ideas about prayer and reverence, and also her life, my friendship with her, into the journal. So I want to show you first the flip-flop concept and how it goes. You open the journal like this, and this is just an envelope that's been covered. And then it has, this is called a signature, a group of pages. And then it goes like this, it flips again, and there's another signature. And then it flips out, and there's another signature. And then when you close this, you're at the back of the journal. So it kind of flopped. And then you can go this way, and there's a signature, and a signature, and a signature. And then I didn't put a signature here. This is kind of extra. And then you're again at the beginning. So it's kind of clever geometry in the way this thing is constructed. I really like that about it. But I just want to show quickly how the journal goes. This is some washi tape that she can use to put her own things in here. And it just has all kinds of different types of paper. The idea is that you would put a Post-it on top of this, or you could even write around the edges. It's just all recycled and reused things. She decorates her home with African queens, and her name starts with a G. She loves butterflies. And there's all kinds of little things like this in here. Some have writing in them, and some are there for her to add her own writing to. And this, when you flip up like this, there's this idea in journaling of secret or secretive writing, things that maybe you just don't want to put right out there in front of everyone. So this, and then here too, could be an option for that. These are fabric, the little tabs. This is from her high school, Cardozo in DC, and their mascot, an owl. And here's a prayer. I tried to find things that felt right to me too, things I could kind of get behind. Old piece of lace. I don't even know if that counts as lace. It's crochet. Beautiful poem by Maya Angelou. And this is kind of funny. This is from the Software Capability Maturity Model, a book about software development process from way back, I guess it was in the 90s. And my friend and I both worked in software together, and she was in quality, so she knows all about process improvement. And I thought this was funny, especially with this, what I think of as kind of an old style paper clip. And then this is Italian Florentine paper. And so this is for her to fill out. Nothing there. This is old ledger paper. You can tell it's written with a fountain pen. And this sort of green toned paper is from a pharmacist's office, and there's little notes by the well, maybe the doctor. I don't think we have time to open each one of these. Oh, but this is the Lincoln down on U Street, near where she grew up, where they call it Black Broadway. Yeah, so she would have to put a sticky on here. I can't really write on that one. And an embossed paper tag. Another old ledger. This is a photocopy of a magnet that a dear friend a mutual friend of the two of ours gave to me, that she recently died. So this whole journal, I think, was an expression of my grief over the loss of our friend, and my gratitude for our friendship and all that we had shared or have shared. Ooh, there. Yeah. So that's sweet. Incredible little French flower. This is a Buddhist prayer. So it's a prayer that I would normally say, but I don't think there's anything that she would object to. And an old prescription from 1934, kind of thinking about how we're often praying for health, our good health, or that of our loved ones. A little envelope for her to write in. Yeah. And then this is Braille. And she has another initial that's a B. And another prayer. This is a little tuck. She can tuck something here. And these cute recipes from an old book. It's actually my husband's mother's book, and it's fallen apart. We have a new copy. So I just took 2 pages from the old version, and I thought it was so funny, the Tipsy Parson. That was a funny recipe. And a little more along the lines of the Black Queens. She and I worked at the same company, and this is a piece of stationery from that company. The company hasn't been around for many years. They combined with another company and changed their name, so this is kind of cute. Look, it's this old thing. My friend loves red, so that was kind of a theme of the journal, but it ends up running towards pink as well. I think this one's empty. Yeah. Yeah. Aw. You can kind of see a little prayer in there, a little prayer for her. This flips all the way out, so lots of room for writing. And then this funny thing, there are 2 sides to everything. Something good to remember. And in the back, and this is her prayer wall, a photograph of her prayer wall. And you can take that out, it's a tag. And her favorite number. That's her number from sports, when she played sports. This is some more Italian Florentine paper, the Lincoln. This is just a tag that she can write on the back, kind of put together in a pretty way, hopefully. This is player piano music. Oops. And this is just an old book that I thought was a neat background. I can tuck something in here. Yeah. I stamped that on using this stamp made in India. I thought it looked like kind of like a stained glass window. The Falling Star, a little poem from a children's book. This is like a suede. It feels so good on your thumb. Silk ruffle. Yeah, this is like a book from I think about 1917 about geography. Another old, some kind of accounting book where they're keeping ledgers. I don't know exactly what, but an old piece of paper. And the C, the 3rd letter in her name, with some of that beautiful African cloth. Some crochet, energy givers, beautiful butterfly. This kind of opens up. Oh, there's a funny thing in here. It's a sticker. It might come in handy when you're saying prayers for someone or for yourself. You might give it to yourself. This is, oh, I guess you call this embossing with modeling paste is what you would call that. And then the angel food cake. The scripture cake, I thought was funny. This pink is dyed with avocado, which I think is amazing that it turns that gorgeous color. Yep. She could tuck something here. That's kind of, again, that idea of sort of secretive journaling. DC, where she's from and where I lived when we met. And then I think this is the last signature. Oh, she loves leopard. So I was kind of going all out with these different kinds of leopard. And this beautiful saying, I guess. May you always swirl in the directions the sacred winds want to take you. May you never hush your laughter, nor the tears. Breathe without restriction. Show up every day to your calling. So keep on loving your leopard. It's a good thing. Ben's Chili Bowl, a place from her childhood and a place she shared with me. And yeah, this is her Howard, her alma mater. A picture from, I don't know if I went with that's an older picture, older than when she was there, because she was there in the 80s. Something for her to fill out, just a blank page. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. And then it has this little pocket here. This is so funny. I thought it would be funny to put fake money in here, and then I felt kind of bad about how the money was all fake, so I decided to stick a real 20 in there. A few extra little prayers maybe she'd want to stick in sometime. I don't know. Oops. Yeah, this is more about that quality assurance stuff. I need to come glue that down. I think when I was putting this on, I messed it up. And then the very last page is this old piece of paper from 1927, and it's from a city that's giving a special assessment about a water main, and she's done a lot of property management in her career, so I thought it was kind of cool. This is a beautiful, real thick quality piece of paper, and you know, I just love seeing all the different kind of papers and recycling them and including them in a different way to give a new life. So there it is. It's really thick. I'm going to tie it with a ribbon, but it's well balanced. It sits together nicely, so hopefully she'll like it.